In January 1962, in a small village near Lake Victoria, something strange began. At a missionary girls' boarding school in Kashasha, 3 students suddenly broke into uncontrollable laughter. It wasn't playful giggling, it was wild, unstoppable. Within hours, dozens of others joined in. Girls laughed until they cried, until their bodies ached, until they collapsed from exhaustion. Teachers tried to discipline them, but nothing worked. The laughter spread like fire through the dormitories. Out of 159 students, nearly 100 were affected. Then, the unthinkable happened. The laughter escaped the school. When Kashasha was forced to close, the girls returned to their villages, and the epidemic followed them. Soon, in nearby Nshamba, more than 200 people were seized by the same uncontrollable fits. The pattern repeated across the region. Other schools closed, villages emptied, daily life broke down. This was no ordinary laughter. Some victims laughed for hours, others for days. A few episodes lasted more than 2 weeks. Alongside laughter came fainting, rashes, crying, and even breathing trouble. In total, more than 1,000 people across a 100-mile area were struck. But what made it terrifying was that no one could find a cause. Doctors ruled out disease, no virus, no contaminated food, no poison in the water. Missionaries thought it might be demonic. Parents panicked, yet the outbreak raged for months, shutting down at least 14 schools. So what really happened? To understand, you need to remember the timing. Tanganyika had just gained independence from Britain weeks before. A new nation was being born, but the future was uncertain. Social tensions were high, and in missionary schools like Kashasha, teenage girls faced enormous stress, caught between strict discipline, cultural change, and the weight of expectations. Most experts now believe the epidemic was a classic case of mass psychogenic illness, what used to be called mass hysteria. It happens when psychological stress manifests as physical symptoms, spreading rapidly through close-knit groups. Adolescents, especially in strict high-pressure environments, are the most vulnerable. One girl's laughter triggered another's until the emotion cascaded uncontrollably. In Tanganyika, the pressure cooker of a new nation created the perfect storm. But here's the chilling part. While the epidemic had no germ, no toxin, no medical source, it was just as destructive as any real disease. Families couldn't work, schools shut down, communities lived in fear of catching laughter. What normally signals joy became something terrifying, unstoppable, and contagious. By mid-1963, the epidemic finally burned itself out. No one died, but the disruption scarred the region for years, and the mystery lingers still. Was it simply stress and anxiety, passed along like a chain reaction? Or does the epidemic reveal something deeper about the human mind, something science still can't explain? The Tanganyikan Laughter Epidemic remains one of history's strangest outbreaks. It began with just 3 schoolgirls. It ended up shutting down villages, haunting doctors, and reminding the world that sometimes the mind can be its own plague. If you enjoyed this untold story of the Tanganyikan Laughter Epidemic, where laughter turned into chaos and a nation's stress became contagious, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Untold History in 5. We uncover the strangest, most shocking, and fascinating stories from the past, all in just 5 minutes. Hit the bell so you never miss an episode, and tell us in the comments, do you think this was only mass hysteria, or something science still can't explain?